So we will continue the sixth problem. In sixth problem, we have already completed for the EPS. Number of shares old 4 lakh in each column. Then new shares will be there in second and third column. In first column, only debentures are there. So we will have the equity shares only in the second and third column. So ultimately EPS, profit available by number of equity shares, 6.27, 2.868 and 3.84. The highest EPS is 6.27 in the first case. So ultimate decision is raise the required amount by issuing only debentures. By issuing only debentures. So it is suggested to adopt the financial plan A, since in this case the EPS is the highest. Now see the seventh problem. The existing capital structure of XYZ Limited is as under. Existing capital. Equity shares of 100 each, 40 lakh. Then retained earnings 10 lakh, 9% debentures 25 lakh, 7% debentures, 9% preference shares 25 lakh, 7% debentures 25 lakh. The existing rate of return on the company's capital is 12%. The company is earning EBIT at the rate of 12% on the capital employed. And the income tax rate is 50%. The company requires a sum of 25 lakh rupees to finance its expansion program, for which it is considering the following three alternatives. Issue 20,000 equity shares at a premium of 25. So actually face value of each share is 100. Now it is issued at 25 rupees premium. So instead of 100 rupees face value, now the company will issue 125. 100 rupees face value, 25 rupees premium. So if you multiply 20,000 into 125, you will get 25 lakh. Naya fund हमको चाहिए अब 25 lakh. So multiply 20,000 into 125, you will get 25 lakh. Issue of 10% preference shares. And complete the required amount of 25 lakh rupees will be raised by preference shares. And issue of 8% debentures. In first plan we have only equity, second plan only preference, third plan only debentures. It is estimated that the PE ratio in the case of equity, preference and debenture financing would be 20-17-16. This is the new point in this problem. In this problem, the PE ratio is given. PE stands for price earning ratio. Price earning ratio. The formula for PE ratio is market price per share divided by earning per share. Market price per share divided by earning per share is equal to PE ratio. So we are given the PE ratio. So how to take the decision is, after calculating EPS, we calculate market price per share. We calculate market price per share. So whichever option we have more market price of share, that option is better. Previous problem we have taken the decision on the basis of EPS. But in this problem, we will base our decision on the basis of market price. तो अगर प्रॉब्लम में PE रेशो अगर दे दिया तो मार्केट प्राइस मालूम करें. अगर PE रेशो नहीं दिया तो we base our decision on EPS. That is the new point. Secondly, EBIT is not given in the problem. EBIT is given 12% on capital employed. The present capital employed will calculate how much? Present capital employed is equal to, how much is the equity share capital at present? 40 lakh plus retained earnings 10 lakhs, then preference shares 25 lakhs plus debentures 25 lakhs. That will become 1 crore. So total capital employed at present is 1 crore. New capital required, new fund required is equal to 25 lakhs. Therefore, total capital employed total capital employed after expansion is equal to 1 crore plus 25 lakh is equal to 1 crore 25 lakhs. This is the total capital employed after expansion. Now return on capital employed is 12%. Return on capital employed is equal to 12%. Therefore, EBIT is equal to 12% of 1 crore 25 lakhs. That comes to 15 lakhs. So in the previous problem, EBIT was given, but in this problem, EBIT is not given. So we have calculated EBIT according to the given percentage on return, right? That is a new point. Come on, we'll start now. First plan, we have only equity. First plan, only equity. Second plan, we have only preference. And third plan, we have only debentures. Only debentures, right? Now we'll start the calculations. 15 lakh rupees is the EBIT. Just now we have calculated. From this we deduct interest on debentures. We have old as well as new. The old debentures as per the balance sheet is 7% of 25 lakh. 7% of 25 lakh, it comes to 1,75,000. In all the columns, because it is old one. And new debentures are there only in the last, so put a dash in the first two columns. In the new capital, 8% of 25 lakh. New fund, in the new requirement, in the third case only debentures. Complete 25 lakh rupees will be raised by debentures, 8%, 2 lakh. Now when we subtract, we'll get PBT. So PBT is 13,25,000. Here also same 13,25,000. And last column it is 11,25,000. From this PBT, we deduct income tax at the rate of 50%. So income tax is 662,500. 662,500. Then last one 562,500. Subtract 662,500. 562,500. This is the PAT. Less preference dividend. Again we have preference dividend old. In the existing balance sheet, the preference share capital is 9% of 25 lakh. 9% of 25 lakh, it comes to 2,25,000. Put it in bracket because we have to subtract. New. The new preference shares are there only in the second column. The first column, third column, put a dash. In the new fund, 10% preference shares. So 10% of 25 lakh. It comes to 2,50,000. Now subtract. You will get profit available for equity shareholders. Profit available for equity shareholders. It is 437,500. 437,500, 187,500. Then last one is 337,500. This is the profit available for equity shareholders. Number of equity shares. Number of equity shares will take the old as well as new. So existing number of equity shares 40 lakh divided by 100, it comes to 40,000. In all the three columns we have 40,000. In the new case, only in the first column we have equity shares. Second and third column we don't have. So only equity shares, how many equity shares are issued? 20,000. It is given in the problem, 20,000 equity shares are issued. Total 60,000, 40,000, here also 40,000. Now EPS, profit available divided by number of equity shares. Now 4,37,500 divided by 60,000. So we are going to get 7.29. 7.29. Next one 4.6875. And last one is 8.4375. How did you get this one? Dividing. Profit available 4,37,500 divide by 60,000, you get this one. 1,87,500 divide by 40,000, you get this one. This 337,500 divided by 40,000, you get this one. So we got the EPS. Agar problem mein PE ratio nahi deta, so we would have given the decision on the basis of EPS. But in the problem, PE ratios are given. So we write down PE ratios. The PE ratios are given in the problem 20, 17 and 16. Actually PE ratio, the formula for PE ratio is like this. PE ratio is equal to market price per share divided by earnings per share. If we cross multiply this one, so market price per share is equal to PE ratio into EPS. So market price per share we can get by multiplying PE ratio into EPS. Now I am writing market price. Is equal to EPS into PE ratio. EPS into PE ratio. So EPS we got 7.29, PE ratio 20. When you multiply, it will become 145.83. Second one, you will get 79.69. Last one, you will get 135. 135. That's it. See the new point here. So previous problem we have taken the decision on the basis of EPS. अगर ये प्रॉब्लम में भी हम EPS के ऊपर ही डिसीजन लेते तो EPS 7.29, 4.6875, 8 point. तो comparatively this plan is better. Which is the plan? Debentures. अगर EPS के ऊपर लेते, लेकिन प्रॉब्लम में PE ratio is given, so we multiply EPS into PE ratio to get market price. The market price highest is 190, 145. तो we suggest the company. अब ultimately conclusion देंगे. It is suggested to adopt the financial plan A. That is, raise the entire 25 lakh rupees by issuing equity shares. 20,000 equity shares at 25 rupees premium. So, if 20,000 shares are issued at 25 rupees premium, then our market price per share will be maximum 145.83. This is the conclusion. That's it. That is the new point. Now, next problem you see. A company's existing capital structure is equity shares of rupees 100 each, 20 lakh. 9% preference shares, 12 lakh. 7% debenture, 18 lakh. The total is 50 lakhs. Present capital employed. The company wants to raise an additional 25 lakh rupees and has three alternatives. Issue 25,000 equity shares, issue 10% preference shares and issue 8% debentures. Total expected EBIT after raising the fund will be 9 lakh. Tax rate 50%. Estimated PE ratio for the alternative ABC are 20, 17, 15. Which alternative do you suggest? This problem is exactly same as the previous problem 7. So I'm expecting that you will do it independently. The same steps you have to follow. The same steps you have to follow what we have done in the previous problem. Right? So if you try, definitely you will get the answer. I'll give you the answer so that you can confirm whether you got the same or not. Eighth problem, answer I am writing out on the board. Eighth problem, answer MPS A, B and C. Copy down this answer of eighth problem. If you will do, you will get this answer. If you do correctly, rupees 124. Then B1 was 24.65. And C1 134.25. Highest is 134.25. So if you follow the same steps, same procedure, if you follow, then definitely you will get this answer. And ultimately your conclusion is, it is suggested to adopt financial plan C, since in this case the highest MPS is 134.25. Now see the ninth problem. A company's capital consists of the following: equity shares of rupees 100 each, 20 lakh, retail earning 10 lakh, 9% preference share 12 lakh, 7% dividend 8 lakh, total capital 50 lakh. The company earns 12% on its capital. The present capital structure is 50 lakh. अभी एक्सपेंशन से पहले इस वक्त कैपिटल 50 लाख है और कंपनी का EBIT 12% on capital employed, income tax 50%. The company requires a sum of 25 lakh to finance its expansion program, for which the following alternatives are available. Issue 20,000 equity shares at a premium of 25 rupees per share, just like the previous problem. If you multiply 20,000 into 125, you will get 25 lakh. 10% preference shares, 8% debentures. It is estimated that the PE ratio in case of equity, preference and debenture financing would be 21.4, 17, 15.7 respectively. Which of the three alternatives would you recommend and why? This is the ninth problem. The ninth problem is also exactly same. So first of all, you have to calculate the EBIT. EBIT is not directly given. I'll show you how to calculate EBIT. The present total capital. Ninth problem. Present total capital employed is equal to 50 lakhs. New fund required is equal to 25 lakh. Therefore, total capital employed after expansion is equal to 75 lakh. 50 lakh plus 25 lakh. 75 lakh rupees is the total capital employed after expansion. So EBIT is equal to, what is the percentage? 12%. 12% of 75 lakh. So 12% of 75 lakh, it will come to 9 lakh. So you have to begin with EBIT of rupees 9 lakhs, right? And the answer for this problem, MPS A, B and C. The market price per share are 167.99. 167.99. Second one, it is 54.4. And last one is 167.99. So ultimately your conclusion is the company can adopt either A plan or C plan, because in both these plans the MPS is the highest. The market price per share is the highest. That's it. Now These 8th and 9th you have to do it yourself. Now see the next 10th problem. A company is considering methods to finance its establishment. Initially rupees 2 lakh will be needed. The company is considering two proposals for the purpose. कंपनी को एक्सपेंशन के लिए 2 लाख रुपए चाहिए. अब 2 लाख रुपए के लिए दो प्लान्स अवेलेबल है. द फर्स्ट प्लान, एन इश्यू ऑफ 10% डिबेंचर ऑफ 1 लाख एंड इश्यू ऑफ 1000 इक्विटी शेयर ऑफ 100 ईच. तो पहले प्लान में 1 लाख रुपए डिबेंचर और 1 लाख रुपए इक्विटी प्लस डिबेंचर. सेकंड प्लान, इश्यू ऑफ 2000 इक्विटी शेयर ऑफ 100 ईच, ओनली इक्विटी. So we have two plans. In the first plan we have equity and debentures. In the second plan we have only equity. Total capital required 2 lakh. Corporate tax rate is 50%. Compute the indifference point of the above proposed financial plan. Show that the indifference point computed above is correct and compute EPS under the two proposed financial plans if EBIT is 30,000 and 40,000. Completely different problem. In this problem, we are required to find out the indifference point. So in theory session, we have already discussed indifference point is that level of EBIT. That level of EBIT at which two financial plans will give the same EPS. Two financial plans will give the same EPS. उसको indifference point कहते हैं. जैसा एक प्रॉब्लम में देखे थे 3 लाख रुपीस अगर EBIT लिए तो दोनों प्लान का EPS 4.5 आता. सेकेंड प्रॉब्लम, तो 3 लाख रुपीस EBIT के ऊपर दोनों प्लान्स का EPS सेम 4.5. तो दिस 3 लाख रुपीस जो EBIT आया वो इंडिफरेंस पॉइंट. तो इंडिफरेंस पॉइंट मालूम करने के लिए मैथमेटिकल फॉर्मूला है. अब वो फॉर्मूले हम अप्लाई करके इंडिफरेंस पॉइंट मालूम करें. तो इट इज द 10th प्रॉब्लम. Calculation of indifference point. We have the plan equity versus equity plus debentures. In one plan we have only equity and in the other plan we have equity and debentures. So the formula is x into 1 minus t by n1 is equal to x minus I into 1 minus t divided by n2. जब भी इक्विटी वर्सेस इक्विटी प्लस डिबेंचर फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करेंगे तो x into 1 minus t by n1 ये पार्ट ओनली इक्विटी का है और x minus I डिबेंचर्स जहां पर रहता वहां पर I रहता, इंटरेस्ट रहता. यहां पर इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. Here we have only equity. Here we have equity and debenture. X minus I into 1 minus t by n2. Now we find first problem. This is the first problem. That's why I write down the complete explanation of this. First one, x. X is equal to EBIT at the indifference point. This is not given. We have to find out this one. Unknown variable x है. उसके बाद लिखेंगे t. T stands for tax rate and the tax rate is given in the problem as 50%. We can write 0.5. Yes. Then I is equal to interest on debentures. In the second plan we have debentures. तो कितने debentures है और interest क्या है? 10% debentures of rupees 1 lakh. So 10% of 1 lakh is equal to 10,000. Then we'll take N1. Number of equity shares, comma, if only equity shares are issued. हमेशा आने वाले प्रॉब्लम्स में भी N1 जब आएगा तो इमीडिएटली याद रखना N1 stands for number of equity shares if only equity shares are issued. अगर कोई प्लान में खाली इक्विटी शेयर्स इश्यू कर रहे हैं, सिर्फ इक्विटी शेयर इश्यू कर रहे हैं, तो कितने इक्विटी शेयर्स है? अब हमारे प्रॉब्लम में सेकंड प्लान में दिया है कि इक्विटी शेयर 2000 है, 2000 शेयर्स. एंड N2 नंबर ऑफ इक्विटी शेयर्स आउटस्टैंडिंग इफ इक्विटी शेयर्स एंड debentures आर इश्यूड। अगर इक्विटी शेयर्स और डिबेंचर्स दोनों इश्यू अगर कर रहे हैं तो कितने इक्विटी शेयर इश्यू कर रहे हैं? तो प्रॉब्लम में दे दिया है 1000 शेयर्स। इक्विटी शेयर और डिबेंचर दोनों अगर इश्यू कर रहे हैं तो उसमें 1000 इक्विटी शेयर। अगर ओनली इक्विटी शेयर इश्यू कर रहे हैं तो 2000। और N1 stands for number of equity shares if only equity share. N2 stands for number of equity shares if equity shares and debentures are issued. Now we substitute in the formula. X into 1 minus 0.5 divided by 2000 is equal to X minus I. I is 10,000 into 1 minus 0.5. 1 minus t divided by N2. N2 is 1000. Now see here. 1 minus 0.5 is 0.5. 1 में से 0.5 निकाल दे तो 0.5 बचेंगे. 0.5 into x is 0.5x divided by 2000 is equal to. Now I am opening this bracket with 0.5. 1 minus 0.5 is 0.5. तो 0.5 into x is 0.5x minus 0.5 into 10,000 is 5,000. 0.5 से x को मल्टीप्लाई करें 0.5x आ गया. 0.5 into 10,000 करेंगे तो 5,000. डिनोमिनेटर में 1,000. अब देखिए, नाउ वी कैन डायरेक्टली मेक ए क्रॉस मल्टीप्लीकेशन. डायरेक्टली क्रॉस मल्टीप्लीकेशन कर सकते हैं, लेकिन अमाउंट्स बहुत वाइड हो जाएंगे क्योंकि यहां पर भी 3 zeros है, यहां पर भी 3 zeros. तो व्हाट वी कैन डू इज वी कैन कैंसल द zeros. आवर कैलकुलेशंस विल बिकम सिंपल. नहीं भी कट करें तो वही आंसर आएगा, कट करें तो भी वही आंसर आएगा. कट करने से क्या होगा? अपना टाइम कम हो जाएगा. Our time will get reduced. So what I am doing is 3 zeros here cancelled, 3 zeros here cancelled. Now I am making a cross multiplication like this. So 2 into 0.5. 2 into 0.5 is 1. 2 into 0.5 is 1. 1 into x will be x minus 2 into 5,000 is 10,000. 2 into 5,000 is 10,000 is equal to 1 into 0.5x is 0.5x. Now bring this 0.5x to LHS and take this minus 10,000 to RHS. तो साइन चेंज हो जाएंगे. दोनों x एक जगह रख देंगे. दोनों x को एक जगह रख देंगे. ये x, ये प्लस इधर आकर minus 0.5x is equal to minus 10,000 will become plus 10,000. Minus 10,000 will become plus 10,000. Now x minus 0.5x is 0.5x is equal to 10,000. 0.5x is equal to 10,000. X is equal to 10,000 divided by 0.5 is equal to 20,000. 10,000 divided by ये 0.5 LHS पे RHS पे ला लिए तो डिवाइड हो जाएगा. 0.5 और x के बीच में मल्टीप्लीकेशन साइन है और राइट हैंड साइड पे ले तो डिवीजन हो जाता. तो 0.5 डिनोमिनेटर में आता. तो x is equal to 10,000 divided by 0.5 is 20,000. Therefore indifference point